You ever had a boss who just sucked the life out of you? Not just a bad boss, but a truly awful one. That was my boss, Mr. Henderson. A man whose smile never reached his cold, calculating eyes. For 2 years, I poured my heart and soul into that company. I worked late, I sacrificed weekends, I gave him my best ideas. And what did I get in return? He stole them, every single one. He'd present my work as his own in board meetings, soaking up the praise while I was left invisible, seething in the corner. The hate, it started as a slow burn. A little spark of injustice every time he'd say, I came up with this brilliant concept over the weekend. But soon, that spark grew into a wildfire. It consumed my thoughts. I'd be in the shower, replaying his condescending remarks. I'd be trying to sleep, and all I could see was his smug face. The hate was a poison, and it was rotting me from the inside out. I knew I couldn't just quit. That would be letting him win. No, I needed him to feel a fraction of the humiliation he'd put me through. I needed revenge. So, I started planning. It wasn't about getting him fired, that was too simple. It was about dismantling the very foundation of his success, the lies he was built on. For 6 months, I became the perfect employee. I was agreeable, I was efficient, I even laughed at his terrible jokes. But behind the scenes, I was a detective. I started documenting everything. I found the original time-stamped files for every idea he stole. I compiled emails where I had pitched the concepts to him and his dismissive replies, only for him to present the exact same idea a week later. I built an airtight case, a digital fortress of his deceit. The annual company-wide presentation was his Super Bowl. The CEO, the board, everyone would be there. This was Henderson's moment to shine, to secure his big promotion. He was presenting the Genesis project, his supposed masterpiece. Except, it wasn't his. It was mine, from top to bottom. As he stood on that stage, basking in the spotlight, my heart was pounding. This was it. Just as he reached his grand finale, a slide that was supposed to show projected profits, the screen flickered. And then, a new slide appeared. It was a simple timeline. On one side, my time-stamped emails and original project files. On the other, the dates he presented them as his own. A new slide popped up, and then another, detailing every single stolen idea for the past 2 years. The room went silent. You could hear a pin drop. Henderson froze, the color drained from his face. He looked out into the crowd, and his eyes met mine. For the first time, I saw something in them other than arrogance. I saw panic, I saw fear. And in that moment, I didn't feel hate anymore. I just felt quiet satisfaction. I stood up, picked up my bag, and walked out of that auditorium, leaving the smoldering ruins of his career behind me. Revenge isn't always loud, sometimes, it's just the quiet, undeniable click of a send button.